Hi, my name is Joshua Alfaro, and today I'm going to be presenting a written proposal on making 3D printers more accessible for school students. I want to implement 3D printers in all of Las Cruces public schools. Having 3D printers in classrooms can spark a desire to want to be in STEM-related fields for students. It can also help strengthen their creativity skills. Not having 3D printer limits their interest in creating and innovating new designs. It also prohibits them from learning how important prototyping is in many different aspects, not just engineering ones, but also in businesses and product development, and how things can be potentially made. Not having 3D printers doesn't allow children to see some possibilities. It, it's beneficial being able to hold something in your hand and seeing how it works rather than looking at it on a screen. Young students don't have access to 3D printers when 3D printers are quickly becoming a new way to prototype cheaply and efficiently. Providing a few 3D printers in schools can be extremely beneficial for students. The really neat thing about buying 3D printers is that you can print another 3D printer using your existing 3D printer without having to buy it. You don't necessarily have to buy 5 3D printers for the whole school. You can purchase one and then print however many more that you would want. So using this method, you can provide many schools with 3D printers. I am focusing on public schools in Las Cruces, New Mexico. Providing schools with 3D printers can be used as a tool to encourage students to pursue STEM degrees by starting out. In my community, there could potentially be demand for other school districts in other states that want the same thing. When young students have access to 3D printers, it can provide the desire to want to 3D model something on a 3D modeling program. SketchUp is a software that Google provides as a free download. Of course, there are more commercial programs like NX, SolidWorks, and AutoCAD. We can inspire students to want to go into STEM fields from a young age, preparing them even more so when they get to college, they'll be ahead of the game. There are already some schools that are participating in these ideas of putting in 3D printers at younger schools. There is a school in Montclair School District called Nashua Elementary that implements 3D printers with second graders. The article written by Jessica Adams was posted by MakerBot's website in September of 2016. The article has an interview with one of the second grade teachers, Ms. Donna McGowan. McGowan says that while she was apprehensive of teaching young students who's around 7 years of age how to use these 3D printers and how to work on a software called Tinkercad, after a little while they got the hang of it really quickly. McGowan also believes that her classroom with 3D printers she can give them the tools to solve real world problems and inspire future innovation in the young students. They have to face a lot of global environmental challenges, and by providing them with the tools to help handle of those challenges at a young age is going to be incredibly beneficial to their future. But not having 3D printers at a young age is actually kind of detrimental. Young kids are impressionable. We all see the commercial where the young girl who's being told that they should let their brother handle the drill while they're building their model rocket, and then later on cuts to a scene where she's a little older and she sees a flyer of the school's science fair behind a glass display case, and she's putting on her lip gloss and leaves. That's something that doesn't just happen in commercials. So many young girls are discouraged from pursuing STEM related fields, and I think by implementing something as cool as simple as a 3D printer into a younger schools can help in such dramatic ways of improving the creativity of these students. The problem statement is that most schools don't have access to 3D printers. Having 3D printers in classrooms can spark a desire to want a more of a STEM related degree. The project plan that I am planning to do, There are currently 38 public schools in Las Cruces, New Mexico. The 3D printer I wish to provide are the MakerBot Replicator Mini Plus. The reason why I chose MakerBot 3D printers is because they are incredibly professional company with goals to have young students be interested in 3D printing. Their website contains so many extra resources that have a lot of information concerning their printers, along with many articles talking about other schools that have 3D printers in their learning facilities. They also have an article on CAD programs that would be incredibly useful for teachers. I also wish to provide them with an assortment of Filamentor colors. MakerBot 3D Replicator Mini Plus printers run for around $1,000 for each unit, and since there are 38 schools in Las Cruces and their money in the budget, which is around 196,847,435, according to an article by Las Cruces School District from the school year 2018 to 2019, providing two for each school, the total of the printers comes out to 17,982. I will also provide a filament, which is the plastic that is needed to actually print any object. It's a large 10-pack bundle that runs at $160 per unit. The filament bundle is specifically for the MakerBot Replicator Plus Mini. So each school will get all 10 basic colors that MakerBot provides, which comes to a total of $1,440. So the entire project total comes out to $19,422. For the material to provide each school with the printer and plastic filament, this way two projects can be printed at the same time for each school, therefore creating more of an equal ground for students to print. And this is what I went ahead and provided. This is the budget breakdown. So, like I had stated before, the school district's budget is 196 million, and for the total project, it will come out to 19,422. Each school will be having two 3D printers, and I will be providing 10 filament packs for each school. The installation is incredibly simple, and the instructions are user-friendly. Anyone can install these printers, including teachers and students. Once the printers are all set up and ready to go, students can print samples that MakerBot already provides so that they can get used to how long some projects will take and how to make sure the print is running smoothly and seeing how the 3D printer actually works. They can download from thousands of files on a software called Thingiverse, which is a free website that creates from around the world sharing their ideas on. It is incredibly simple to use, or they can get started on Google SketchUp or Tinkercad and can start modeling things that they want to print, whether it be a part for a robot for their upcoming Best Robotics competition or a prototype for a science fair project, maybe even a small keychain for a simple marketing project. Google SketchUp and Tinkercad both provide very simple instructions for beginners. The program that the second graders from Nashua Elementary use Tinkercad. The possibilities are endless with the 3D printers in their fingertips. Having these 3D printers will encourage students to continue into STEM field degrees and hope that more girls will continue to pursue STEM degrees. There was also an article that talked about how there were contests and maybe even if maybe in the future the school district could either participate on contests or making one of their own for the surrounding schools. Friendly competition can inspire students to do more with their work. Schools that participate in science Olympiads would have an advantage of being able to 3D print robot parts or parts for any other category that they do now. The cost of these 3D printers shouldn't be any more than that because you don't have to pay for upkeeping because they're simple and don't really need to be fixed. Even if they do need to be fixed, students and teachers could figure it out relatively quickly by using critical thinking skills, and they uh, did have to buy if they do have to buy a new part, it really wouldn't be that expensive. There is also a extra $578 that is left over and could potentially be used for new parts or could be used to help buy new filament when needed. The extra money was factored in because the money would go to the savings fund for the future of the printers, like if there's a maintenance requirement. These particular printers don't need constant supervision. They also don't need special ventilations like a lot of other printers on the market require. I don't foresee any other costs that needed to be calculated into this. The benefits um, for having the MakerBot is that you can run multiple printing jobs at one time. Also, if one happens to need a new part, then you have one that is ready to be printed. Also, by having multiple printers, it gives more students more opportunities to print in one day. Thank you.